Do you have room for one more in there? What does this building behind me have anything to do with Disney? Let's go on an adventure that rocks. Before we get into that little bit of Disney behind me, let's talk about the house itself with some history. The house was built in 1874, given as a wedding gift to Harry Packer. Now look, that's some wedding gift. It was given to him by his father, Asa Packer, who happens to live just right there. I mean, probably 200 steps away from Harry Packer, across 5 acres of land. Interesting thing about this house behind me, if you haven't figured out what the Disney connection is, but let's look a little bit more into the house. 2.5 stories, and this house features a bell tower. So just to give you an idea, Harry Packer here, the wedding gift, Asa Packer just right over here.
Good.
So the Asa Packer mansion, like I said, is the father, Asa Packer, who gave Harry Packer the house as a wedding gift. And as you can see from up here on his porch, you can look right over and see his house that he gave as a wedding gift. Who knew that in the history of Disney, that would become known as the inspiration for Disney's Haunted Mansion at the Walt Disney World Resort? So let's talk about why we're here and why this might be related to a piece of Disney history. When Disneyland first opened, everyone's familiar with the Haunted Mansion out there in Disneyland, and it was done in the style of New Orleans architecture, the setting, everything. But when they moved to Orlando for Walt Disney World and Disney's Magic Kingdom, they wanted something a little different. Look at this and compare it to the picture we're about to post of Disney's Haunted Mansion out at the Magic Kingdom and Walt Disney World. You can see all the similarities. It is widely believed Disney Imagineers came here and saw this, did sketches, all kinds of stuff to do an almost replica of this style of the Harry Packer Mansion to build the Haunted Mansion out at Walt Disney World. So one of the cool things about being out here at Harry Packer Mansion is you can actually stay here. It's a bed and breakfast. Besides that, we all know what happens up in the attic of Disney's Haunted Mansion with the bride, the axe, need I go on? Well, here they actually do murder mysteries. So you can actually be involved in your own solving of a murder mystery and who done it out here. And the cool thing also that gives a little connection to what happened in the attic of the Haunted Mansion is the website murdermansion.com. What kind of connection is that? How cool. So they do self-guided tours also on weekends from 1 to 5. We're hoping to get on one today if we can and go explore the inside of the house. Now the inside of the house has nothing to do, from what I'm understanding, of any of the Haunted Mansions. But still, we think it's going to be cool to actually go in there and walk around. And if we do, we're going to bring that to you also. Let's go in and check out Harry Packer Mansion. We're standing in the study and veranda of the Harry Packer Mansion. Let's keep it a little Haunted Mansion-ish about this room itself. It was to serve as Harry's office. Unfortunately, Harry died at age of 34, so the only viewing Harry saw of this room was at his funeral. If you get a chance to sit out here on the veranda, really encourage you to do it. so serene out here and just adds to that mystique of this place. Boston ivy is what wraps around the columns. So even from the outside, you see all that ivy coming up the columns of this house. Just gives that extra creepy feel to it when you come in here. This veranda is closed during winter months. I mean, you don't want to be all bundled up in hats, scarves, and gloves trying to drink and eat out here. But if you get the chance, highly recommend. It's such an awesome view out here. Keeping in mind that it is a bed and breakfast, when you get to do your self-guided tour, they only let you see the bottom floor and the second floor. The third floor, those are reserved for the rooms for the bed and breakfast. The Harry Packer Mansion didn't forget about that Disney folklore that they have. Scattered throughout the rooms, you'll see little hints of Disney in the form of snow globes. So what led Disney Imagineers to Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania in 1970s? No one's really been able to see a document to know that. Maybe you've done your research. Put in the comments down below what would inspire Disney Imagineers to drive all the way out here and find this. I mean, it's definitely a great place, and I mean, I'm so happy that I found it. But think about it, for that time in history, there were no major roads to get out here. So what was that inspiration that led them to drive out here and see this place? Put it in the comments below and help educate me. This house is so amazing and impressive that on November 20th, 1974, it was added to the National Registry of Historic Places. They have a lot to explore out here. There's not any no trespassing signs or anything like that. Looks pretty much to be open to the public, because even while we've been out here, there's a lot of people doing the same thing that we're doing, walking around, taking video, taking pictures. So really get out of the car and take that time to explore. And if you were Asa Packer and his family back in the day, check out the view you had of the town just a stone throws away. Incredible view. Look at the mountain, the trees. Amazing out here. Want to make a trade? I really like the look of your bandana. I'll gladly trade you mine. We had a great time out here exploring the Harry Packer Mansion. Inside, just keep in mind, if you're out here to get that Disney Haunted Mansion feel, the Imagineers got it from the exterior, not the interior. But if you get to explore the interior like we just did, you can use your imaginations and believe certain scenes of the Haunted Mansion take place. Always make sure to make each and every day an adventure that rocks. Awesome place.